Okay, synthesis of DNA nucleosides. In this one we have to prepare the 2' deoxyadenosine. In this we have to take first 5' oxygen acyl adenosine, means here we have done this acetate group and this also sixth position also. Okay. So next what will be happen if it is treated with this paranitro, the sulfonyl chloride. So this Cl and this H will be removed and there is a bond formed between this one. If it is treated with sodium iodide, what will be happen here? This bond will be removed and iodide will be added here. Okay. So if you done the reduction with H2 platinum, H2 in presence of palladium, so here iodide will be removed and H will be added. So for that one, so what will be happen here? So we got this adenosine. Okay. Let's see this is the adenosine. Let's see the nucleosides present in this one, thymidine. Means here if you carefully observe, in RNA what will be happen here, oxygen will be there at the second position. If oxygen will be there, then it is called as RNA. If there is no oxygen at the second position, then it is called as DNA. Okay, so this is the adenosine which is present in the DNA. Okay, so next one. Thymidine. Let's see how we have to prepare this thymidine. Okay, first we have to take the double bond here, N, here methyl will be there, here double bond S will be there, and we have to take this one here. OH will be there. For your understanding, I am writing here. Okay, otherwise we can write here. OH, here H, OH, here CH2, OH, H is there. Okay, so if it is treated with triphenyl methyl chloride, methyl chloride. So what will be happen here? So here this H will be removed and this L will be removed, and we have to protect this one first. Okay, we have to protect this one. H is there, here we are having H, here double bond S is there. Next we have to protect this one as a OCH2 CEH3. Okay, so next here OH is there, H. It is treated with S double bond O, S double bond O, C. What will be happen now? So it removes this one, as well as there is a bond formed between this S and this CH3. Let's see how it will be happen. Okay, so here nitrogen, here nitrogen, double bond CH3 is there, double bond O, here yes, CH2, and there is a O, means there is a bond formed between this O and this S, and as well as this C2 S. Okay, so let's see how it will be formed. Here O is there, here there is we have to write this H is there, here O, there is a bond formed between this yes. Okay, yes. O is there, here O is there, double bond O is there. Okay. OH is there. There is a bond formed between this. Yes. We can write it as S here. OH here. Double bond O here. We have to write this. Okay. Okay, so this will form like this. OH, H here. Here we are protecting this group as a OCPH3. Okay, so next what we have to do, if it is treated with hydrolysis, base hydrolysis, OH minus along with the H2O. So what will be happen? This will be converted into double bond O, and this this will be removed, and only it is converted into SH. This is converted into O. Here CH3 group is there, double bond O. Here O. This is converted into SH after treating with base hydrolysis. Okay. Here it is this will be also deprotected. This is converted into H. Okay. So next we have to remove this SH. Okay, we have to remove. If it is treated with Raney nickel, we have to do the hydrogenation. So then what will be happen? This SH will be removed and H will be present. Okay. Here there is no oxygen, H. At second position there is no oxygen. So that's why it is a DNA deoxythymidine. Okay. At this second position there is no oxygen. 1, 2. Okay. So there is no oxygen. So that's why it is called as a 2' deoxythymidine. Okay. Thymidine. So this is about this one. So next one, synthesis of nucleotides. This is about the nucleosides. Next, synthesis of nucleotides from nucleosides. Synthesis of nucleotides from nucleosides means what? Here we have to take a nucleoside, okay, nucleoside, and we have to take the phosphate, then it is converted into nucleotides. Okay, means without phosphate group it is called as nucleoside. Okay, if you add the phosphate group to this nucleoside, then it forms the nucleotide. Simple. Okay, without phosphate it is called as nucleoside, with phosphate it is called as nucleotide. So if you take a nucleoside, we have to add the phosphate group to the nucleoside, then it forms the nucleotide. Okay, if you take adenosine, for example, if you take adenosine, so next we have to add the phosphate. It is converted into adenylate acid. After means it is having phosphate group. Okay, so without phosphate group, this is called as adenosine. With phosphate, what it converts into adenylate acid. Let's see how it will be happen. Okay, so we have to take the purines. We have to protect this group. We have to take the directly adenosine. Okay, so CH2, OH, 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 H, OH, H. Next, if it is treated with this one, so why we have to use this one? This reagent is used to protect the secondary alcohols. Okay. Okay. If you consider it as a RNA nucleotides, means at the second position there is a oxygen. Okay. So this reagent is used to protect secondary alcohols. Okay. Means we are protecting all the this one. Go here. We have to protect this one. So here we are just CH2, OH is there. Okay. So next this is this one. Next what we have to do now? So if it is treated with dibenzyl phosphoryl chloride, dibenzyl phosphoric chloride, So what is dibenzyl phosphoric chloride? So here P double bond is there, Cl is there, and here O CH2 pH. Next again O CH2 pH. This is the dibenzyl chloride. This is the phosphoryl chloride. Okay. So next, if it is treated with this one, so what will be happened here? Means here this H and Cl will be removed. Okay. So this H and Cl will be removed. Minus HCl. It forms NHAC is there, nitrogen. Just we are replacing this dibenzyl phosphate here, O CH2 O, here P double bond O pH, O CH2 pH, and here O CH2 pH. Okay. So just we are introducing this H with this dibenzyl phosphate group. Okay. So next we have to deprotect all these groups. Here AC group is there, and we have to deprotect these benzyl groups also. Okay. Here OH, and again we are having this protecting group also. Okay. So that's why next we have to deprotect this group and these groups and these groups. Okay. So how we have to protect? If it is treated with H2O in the presence of base hydrolysis, and second one, if it is treated with hydrogenation in the presence of palladium, so what it will converted? It will be converted into NH2. This will be converted into NH2, and we are having this one OH here, OH here, H, H, H. Okay. Next we are having O, not having CH2, O, P double bond O, double bond O, OH. Okay. So this phosphate group is there, adenosine monophosphate. This is called as adenosine monophosphate. Okay, just you have to note down first, this will protected. We have to protect these groups. Okay, these groups, if it removes hydrogen molecules and here water molecule and form this one. And next, if it is treated with this dibenzyl phosphonyl chloride, this Cl and H will be removed. So this means phosphate group we are added to this one. Next we have to deprotect all these groups. Okay, so all these groups, so that's why we have to use the base hydrolysis and as well as H2 palladium. So then what will be happening now here? Simple, I will write here. Okay, not this one, don't continue with this one. So this is another one, just place like Kavati, I will write here. Okay, so what will be happen here? O is there, P double bond O, double bond O, OH. Okay, so this is the adenosine monophosphate, because we are doing the means one phosphate group is introduced, so that's why it is called as adenosine monophosphate. Adenosine monophosphate or which is called as adenilic acid. Adenilic acid. Okay, I hope you understand. So this is not this one. First we have to take the adenosine. This is a different one. Okay, this is the last product. Don't continue this one. Okay, so this na place like a. Okay, I hope you understand what is this one. First we have to protect these OH groups by this acetone. So we have this one methyl groups. We have to remove this oxygen and these two hydrogens. So it will form like that. Next, if it is treated with dibenzyl chloride, so it removes this OH and Cl, and this phosphate group is we have had dibenzyl phosphate group. Next we have to deprotect this AC group and this acetyl group and this benzyl group. So that's why we are using this deprotecting reagents, which are base hydrolysis and hydrogenation, palladium. Finally you will get the nucleotide. Okay. Next, that is a purine. Let's see the pyrimidine. Okay. Next one, cytidine. We have to take the cytidine. NH. We have to take the dimer. We have to protect all the groups. Okay, so we have to take this one. We have to take the mercury salt. Then what will be happen here? This Cl will be removed and we have to cut this one. Means HCCl and this group will be removed and there is a bond found between this nitrogen and this carbon. Okay. We have to protect as benzylation. Okay. Okay, we will get this group. Next, if it is treated with NH3 ETOH, so we have to deprotect all the groups. Means all these groups are converted into OH groups. All the groups are protected into OH groups. So this is our nucleoside, uridine. Okay. So next, already we have protected this one. If it is treated with phosphate, dibenzyl phosphate, okay, chloride, P double bond O, here Cl, OCH2 pH and OCH2 pH. So what will be happen? This OH will be converted into this group as same. Here double bond O, double bond O, H, OH, H2 O, P double bond O, double bond O. OCH2 pH, here OCH2 pH. After reacting with this H2 palladium, we have to so it will be converted into this is the phosphate group. Okay, so this is the phosphate group. Here we have to prepare like this. Okay, this is the urea. Next, so like that guanosine and same we have in that also only the groups will be changed, that's it. Okay, so next one, structure of nucleic acids. structure of nucleic acids. Okay, this here we have RNA, ribose, nucleic acids. Okay, this is RNA which is used for the protein synthesis. Okay, so next one, deoxyribose nucleic acids. Okay, so DNA. So this is the genetic information. Means it so one generation to another generation, so genetic information has transformed. Okay, so next here if you take the here nucleotides. So what are the nucleotides here? If you see here, nucleotides in DNA, we have 2' deoxy ribose adenosine monophosphate. Okay, monophosphate. This is called as AMP. Short form of this one AMP, or we can write it as 2' deoxyadenilic acid. We can write it as like this or like this. Okay, so next we can write it as 2' deoxyribose. In the place of this adenosine, we have to replace the guanosine monophosphate, or we can write as GMP. Okay, otherwise we can write it as guanilic acid. Okay, so like that. Next, third nucleotide is present in this nucleic acids, 2' deoxyribose. Okay, cytidine monophosphate, which is called as CMP, or cytidilic acid. Okay, so next one, thymidine. Same, we can write it as thymidilic acid. You can write same, 2' diribose thymidine, which is called as TMP, and this is a thymidilic acid. 2' thymidilic acid is nothing but. So these are the 4 nucleotides which are present in the DNA. Okay, so let's see this RNA. So what are the nucleotides present in the RNA? Okay, so next one, RNA. RNA is nothing but, that is DNA means 2-deoxy. Here RNA means ribose. First one, ribose adenine monophosphate or adenilic acid. Okay, so next one, ribose guanine monophosphate or guanilic acid. Next one, ribose cytidine monophosphate cytidilic acid. Next, in this we have ribose uridylic acid. We will have not In DNA, thymine is present. Okay. In the DNA, thymine is present. In RNA, uridine is present. You have to make the difference. Uridylic acid. Uridylic acid. Okay. So these are the nucleotides present in RNA. Okay. In RNA, let's see the structure of RNA and DNA. Structure of DNA and RNA. Okay, RNA. First one, primary structure of DNA. First one, primary structure of DNA. There are primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary structures are there. Okay, so let's see the primary structure of DNA. Okay, so like that we will have structures. Okay, so nucleic acids in DNA and RNA are the polymers. Okay, DNA and RNA here. What are these one? These are nothing but polymers, means more units are combined and form a polymer, which is called as a DNA and RNA. Okay, which is called as DNA and RNA. Here we are having nucleotides. Nucleotides are monomer units. These are monomer units. Monomer units. Okay. So in nucleic acids, each nucleotide is linked by phosphate ester. So in nucleic acids, each nucleotide is linked by a phosphate ester linkage. Phosphate. This is the most important one. So based on this, we have to classify the structures. Phosphate ester linkage. Okay. If this phosphate ester link with 3' hydroxyl group of the ribose and 5' hydroxyl group of the deoxyribose of the 5' hydroxyl group of the another deoxyribose. Okay, ribose of another nucleotide, means 3' to 5' or 5' to 3', like that. Okay, one of the nucleotide which is attached to 3' hydroxyl group to 5' hydroxyl group, and 5' hydroxyl group is linked to 3' hydroxyl group. Okay, 3' hydroxyl groups. This makes the nucleic acid long unbranched units. Okay, so this is the called as backbone sugar and phosphate units with heterocyclic bases will give the regular intervals. Okay, so what are the present here? Actually, we are having in this one backbone sugar is there. Is there or not? Backbone sugar, which is a ribose. This is a ribose. And phosphate group is there. Plus phosphate plus heterocyclic bases, which are purines and pyrimidines. Okay. Okay, deoxyribose units. So this is the actually primary structure which is having this one. Okay. So here how it linked now. Already we have seen how it is there. Okay. So here phosphate, which is sugar, this is with adenine. Okay. So next phosphate, next sugar, which is G, A, this one is G. Okay. So next phosphate, sugar, like that. So this is a C, and the next phosphate, and next sugar, thymine. So like this we'll have AgCT in the DNA. Okay, AgCT in the DNA. So actually, so this is the primary structure. Only we are having this nucleotides. Okay, only the nucleotides we are having. This one is the nucleotides. Next one is secondary structure. This is the primary structure. Next, if you see the secondary structure, what will be there? Here, you know very well, this is about. Okay, so here, this is a one chain, this is one chain, right? This is one chain and this is another chain, means two units. This is the monomer one, means this is the primary structure. So only one chain will be there. If there is a bonds found between one chain and another chain, then it is called as secondary structure. Okay. So if you see here P, S, which is attached to S, P means phosphate, here S means sugar. P, here S, P, S. Okay. So if it is A, if it is G, if it is C, if it is T, so another P which is attached to this one, which is connected to T. T means there is a hydrogen bonds present between this adenine and thymine. Two hydrogen bonds are present. Okay, two hydrogen. So that's why I show you like this. Next, if you take this one, P, here S will be there, which is attached to cytosine. Okay, so with this it makes three bonds. Okay, three bonds. Okay, so next one CT. Okay, so C is there here, where I have to write P again, S again. Okay, if it is G, what will be there? C and G, there is a three hydrogen bonds are there. Between A and T, there is a double bond present. Okay, A. So this is not A. So which is a backbone phosphate, which is sugar, which is attached to A. So here T is there. So between T and this one there is a. So this is the secondary structure. So means here we are having this as a basis. Okay. You can write it as, if it is A, C, so this is T, so there is a two bonds present. Okay. If it is G, here C, three bonds will be present like this. Okay. So this is the secondary structure of this one. In 1953, this is very important. In 1953, this secondary structure will be proposed by Watson and Crick. Watson and Crick. Crick for their For this they got Nobel Prize in 1960. Okay, here both strands are having this one. So this is called as wound helix. This is called as helix. Okay, helix. Here this is a minor groove. This is a major groove. Major groove. This is a minor groove. Minor groove. Okay. So like this we have to write the structure of this secondary structure of DNA. Okay. So mainly here this will be present. Okay. So like this we have to write the bonds are present like this. Okay. Next class I will continue in next class remaining topics. Okay. Thank you.